G'day guys, Marc Leishman here, getting ready for the PGA at Bethpage Black this year. Big golf course, excited for the week. It's, the rough is brutal, playing long, it's just a hard golf course, so you're going to have to do everything well. I think greens in reg are going to be very important. It's not the sort of course that you want to be scrambling a lot, because there's so many long irons into par fours, particularly with it playing as long as it is, and the fairways are tough to hit as well. So you can hit your own shape off the tee. It doesn't really tell you what to do, especially when it's this soft. If you draw it, you can draw it, but it's just very important to hit the fairways. My thoughts for the week, they're probably more mental than swing thoughts. It's just going to be really important for me to swing free. If you miss a couple of fairways out there, it's going to be very easy to tighten up and kind of try and guide it into the fairway. So I think for me, I've just got to swing freely, try and make the best swing I can, and kind of worry about where it goes and then hit it. It sounds very simple, but I find that's what works best for me is the simple stuff. So that's what I'll be concentrating on. The par threes also, it's a very good set of par threes. They are very tough. The third hole, it's a 230-yard hole. You have to hit a draw. The green goes that way, and then it runs from left to right. So if it does firm up at all, it's going to be very important to hit a really good long iron in there. It's 230 yards. It's probably going to be a 3-iron with it being as cold as it is, possibly even a wood. So I think you'll see a lot of guys miss that green just right and leave themselves a pretty simple chip. The eighth hole is a downhill par 3, 210 yards, very undulating green. Goes from back to front, two-tiered, and there's a big hill on the right with a tree on that hill. So it can be a little intimidating, that one. It's important to be below the hole, but having said that, you don't want to leave yourself a 50-footer up the hill. So selecting the right clubs on the par 3s is especially important this week. The 14th hole, it's a really good par 3 actually. It's a shorter hole, 161 yards. Like the first two par 3s, it plays downhill. Again, an undulating green. Long is not very good at all, and there's also a big bunker at the front of the green, quite deep bunker. So again, club selection is very important. But this is, you're going to be looking at this one as a birdie hole. And then 17. Going to be big crowds there, big loud crowds. It's 207 yards. It's the only one of the par 3s that plays uphill, and it's a really big green width-wise, but it doesn't play that big. It's it's uphill. It looks very small. The bunkers at the front, they kind of block the green, and then it's. Again, you've got to be on the right section of the green. I think any of the putts on the whole golf course, not just the par 3s, you really want to be leaving yourself uphill, as these POA greens can get quite quick. And I think if you can have an uphill putt for the most part, I think that's going to give yourself the best chance to be birdieing those par 3s. But most of them, you're going to be very happy to walk off with a par.